Forgiveness is not what is there in the pop mind. That when a person says, oh, I want to forgive so-and-so, they slaughtered my whole family, but I'm going to forgive them. And the popular mind, what that means is you not only say the words, oh, I forgive you, but you kind of also have the implication that, all right, well, what you did in the past, you did it, and no, we'll just, it's in the past. It's in the past now. We'll forget about it. And if anything, now we should actually even, I want to make you my best friend. I'm going to hang out with you all the time and help you, even give you money, etc., etc. That is truly a pop idea of forgiveness. And sadly, so many people have that idea. No, what is meant by forgiveness is this. Internally, you do indeed forgive the person. In other words, you say, inside myself, I reconcile myself to the fact that you did a wrong against me, but for the grace of God go I. I realize that you also are Atman in illusion, so therefore you did something you should not have done out of illusion. But I understand, and I bear no ill will toward you. That's part A of forgiveness, and that's an internal process. Part B is that, oh, now I have forgiven you, but now for your own sake and for the sake of society itself, there must be justice as well. So in other words, the person who slaughters your entire family, you say internally, yes, I surrender myself unto God. I have no anger toward you. I forgive you within. But there must also be justice. Now you must be tried, you must be sentenced, and whatever your sentence is must be carried out. If the judge gives you the death penalty, so be it. If the judge says you'll spend 10,000 years in prison, so be it. Whatever the sentence is, you acquiesce and you say yes. Forgiveness always has to be balanced with justice, and that is the part that people in modernity forget. In the past, again, everyone knew this. Oh, if you were Christian, if you were Muslim, if you were Vedic, Buddhist, whatever, people had this more balanced idea of what forgiveness meant, not a New Age sentimental kind of idea. Well, now let's hone that into ourselves. Again, how do we forgive ourselves? And what do you say here? Because of moments of confusion, anger, distress, etc. Understand that in the same way you would say this about someone outside yourself, now say it about yourself and understand it applies just as much. We are not perfect. Human beings are not perfect. Human beings make mistakes. Human beings can, in a moment of confusion, a moment of illusion, a moment of emotions going wild, say or do the wrong thing. But you forgive yourself. You say, but at the time, I was operating out of ignorance. What is ignorance? Ignorance is lack of knowledge. That's all that ignorance means. You can say about yourself, yes, at the time I was ignorant of what was the thing to do. But now I know. So forgive yourself. But more, there has to be justice. What does this mean? This means that now you have to vow yourself to becoming a better person, to never replicating these mistakes that you've made in the past. It's good to forgive yourself, but also make sure that now you fortify yourself in virtue, in goodness, in good behavior, in spiritual behavior, in understanding and wisdom, etc., in such a way that these things will not happen again, or at least very infrequently. Again, humans are not perfect. So could this happen again in the future, in a year? Oh, it could. But truly do your best to make sure that it doesn't. So it has to be forgiving yourself truly within, but also coupling that with justice and with action. Oh, I got very angry at someone unjustly. All right, understand you did it because you just didn't know better, but also make sure that you never do it again. Make yourself the sort of person who will never do such a thing again.